it pissed me off.
You don't get your turnover bonus, Nico.
But I was okay with it because I understood.
No, you weren't, because you're still bringing it up. You wish you could have one.
This is the last time I give you a compliment, buddy. Restaurant Punk, what's up?
Restaurant Punk.
Restaurant Punk.
Restaurant Punk.
What's going on?
Bring in sexy back. Yeah.
Guys,
Nico doesn't know how to act. Yeah.
I feel like we haven't done an episode together, guys. This is our first time.
You know
I
what?
remember my first time.
I think it's been since the bread episode.
The bread episode.
Guys, our rating's going to be rising. Just like, the bread in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Giggity,
cool.
giggity. I like your t-shirt.
Thanks.
I don't get one. It's nice.
I can get you one.
No, you won't.
You're right. I will.
That's fine, George. I'm going to make our own t-shirts.
Yeah. I'm just going to duct tape.
I'm going to do it. It's going to be great.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm gonna go talk to Sue.
Go
at
talk
the Flying
to Sue.
Fish. Yep.
At the Flying Fish.
Yes, I will.
You get those
I'm
dirty
gonna
shirts, you. Oh, restaurant and
yeah.
punky. Yeah, you can be
Blast
jealous.
us all, baby.
Blasts you all.
Not blast you
Cool.
all.
Blast us.
Blast us
You
all.
can blast George for me if you want.
Blast us all. God blast us, everyone. All right. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen.
Is brought to you by Nico.
Hey, what are we talking about?
I don't know. You're the one who brought us on the episode.
Oh, I did. You're right. All right, here. I got to go one.
Okay, you got it.
So I was texting one of my employees.
You were sexting?
Texting.
Oh, texting.
Kate texting
Texting.
one of my employees. And we got on the topic of bonuses.
Okay.
And I give bonuses to my staff every year back at the house, front of the house. But the new restaurant that I took over, obviously I was going to do it, but apparently they never got bonuses. And we got on the topic about, well, it shows appreciation and, you should do it for everybody. And I'm like thinking to myself, no, I shouldn't do it for everybody. Like there's those that deserve the bonuses and there's those that don't deserve the bonuses regardless. You give bonuses to those that are there year round, right? Do you give bonuses to those that are there seasonal? Do you give bonuses to those that are horrible, but, you just keep them around for they're a family friend or whatever, this, that, and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so if I worked you back first year back at the house for one whole year, I would get a bonus. Like, I feel like it's, wow.
Are you giving bonuses to like servers and stuff too?
I do give bonuses to servers.
Okay.
Because they've been there through the year, and if you think about it logically, if they're a great server and they're bringing people in and
you're making money.
Giving them experience and, there's never complaints and they're always praising and, even on social media and like, hate to say TripAdvisor and Yelp or whatever. Yeah. I mean, they're doing a great job.
Yeah, but is your bonus rate that you're paying different people fluctuate like based on
It's a one flat rate, like
everybody gets one flat bonus or like?
No, the back of the house gets different, obviously, than the front of the house. But I don't give everybody in the front of the house a bonus, if that makes any sense.
ooh, they're gonna see this episode.
And it's not, I don't feel like that's how you show your appreciation to a staff member by having to give them a bonus.
Right.
That's just me saying,
I feel like it's one of those weird things though. Like if you cross the line and then it's like you start, okay, we're going to give out bonuses now. Like, yeah, one, you can never go back on that now because people are going to grow to expect them. And two, if me and George were working, right?
Yeah.
And then we were going to receive a bonus. Let's say George is full time and he's been like working there like for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Like maybe I'm seasonal. Like I come through. I feel like that I contribute a lot to the work environment. And then now I see George get his, like nice little bonus. And then here I am. I'm like, oh, George got a bonus. Like maybe, like people have talked about it. I've like been like, oh, I'm going to get a bonus too. And then I don't get one because I'm like a seasonal employee. And now I'm like, oh, well, that like sucks. Like I obviously like what I do here doesn't matter.
You deserve,
You know what I'm saying?
or
I
that
feel
what he does is way better than what you do and you need to step up your game, right?
Yeah, I understand that. But I mean, like, I feel like though it kind of sows like, especially in like a smaller restaurant or like among a smaller group of people, I think it can sow a lot more discord between people than it can be something productive.
All right. So let's say that
I feel like there's other ways to show like your appreciation for like your employees.
I agree. No, I totally agree. And that's the point I'm trying to get across.
Or like something that's inclusive for everybody too. I'm not saying like everybody gets a award, but I just feel like if you're going to start showing appreciation for the people that work for you, I just feel like doing it for one and not for the other. Don't do it. I would prefer to do nothing than to like pick and choose like the appreciation value. I'd prefer like everybody gets nothing. This is what we do. All right. Maybe like we do something privately in our own restaurant where we'll like everybody will go out to dinner or something like that one night, take everybody out. Done. End of story. It's finished.
Well, that's what
it's
George
clean,
does.
It's dry.
Yeah, I do that.
You know,
that's what we talked about it before.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take my staff. At the end of the year, I'll do a big dinner or something like that or whatnot.
You know,
but-
because then it's like now I'm like, or like, let's say me and George both get our like bonus. Now I'm like, how much did you get?
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
I'm like,
stupid.
I got like 50. George got like 200. And I'm gonna be like,
Well, first of all,
what?
well, that would make sense then because you just stated that he works year round, you work seasonal.
Oh,
So
I'm
doesn't
just-
that make any sense?
Just
Okay, I'm
bringing
just saying, I'm
argument.
like doing like a
God.
different, you know, a different perspective on it. You know, like we're both
Yeah.
full-time employees now, and then now George gets like a $200 bonus. I get a $100 bonus. I don't know. I
You
just feel like
upped
there's
it-
enough.
He just upped to 50 more bucks.
Yeah, whatever.
He thinks he's a little bit more than $50.
Bonuses for Horizon, baby. I don't know. I just feel like it just can sow like too much discord if like you're not just going to give them to everybody.
My thing is
mean-
like, go ahead.
Like we've done it on the boardwalk.
That's what I was going to say.
And like we do it, like my uncle does it every year. You know, all the employees will get something at the end of the summer. Everybody that's been there all summer long working with us, or whoever's there at the end of the year, you know, will get something. Now, the way that he works it is it's kind of like a sliding scale. You know, maybe like the top producers or like the people that have been there like every day, like turning stuff out, like will get something. And then, you know, like your next people that are
Next
like in and
level.
out, you know, like, but he gives something to everybody and everybody gets excited about it. But then I've seen it cause, you know, issues too, where there's been years that were not as good. And then we've had an employee that's come back, you know, and like worked for us again. And then the bonus went down. And then it became like this giant drama
Well,
because
that's-
like last year he got like whatever. And like this year, oh, like that's all I'm going to get. Like, nobody has to give you anything at all.
Yeah.
This is like something extra, but people come to expect that though. Like when you
Which-
start that kind of trend, especially when it comes to money.
I was on the boardwalk
You
as a
know?
manager and for a restaurant up there. And the first summer I got a bonus. It was no cash. It was
Yeah.
tickets to a football game. 2 tickets. I was like, that's amazing. I was like, cool. Next year I was like, I didn't think I was gonna get a bonus. Then I got cash. It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, so by the third year, I'm like, all right, cool. I've always done the same thing. I bust my ass from Memorial to Labor Day, nonstop going. The third year, they give me $200. That's your bonus. I was like, it makes no sense. I said, the numbers are up. I was like, the numbers are up.
Right.
I said, well, but why? He goes, oh, that's all we can do.
I mean,
I
I get it, but being a restaurant owner, you know, there could be certain expenses that
I
happen.
understand that. Well, now I understand that.
And on top of it, you had expectations.
Yeah.
And what does expectations lead to? Disappointment.
I know.
So no expectations.
That's
you're
why
saying
I'd
that-
rather,
the fact that
I'd rather not
if you're
have
getting
it.
50 and he's getting 200, you're
I
getting
understand
something.
that. But I mean, like you're still setting people up, I think, for disappointment.
That's not my problem.
It is by giving them bonuses.
It's not my
understand,
problem.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, I feel like that. Me personally, I would rather give everybody nothing. And then, I'm sorry, I get nothing, and then, or you know what? Everybody gets $100. You know, I got 10 employees.
I don't agree with that, Nick.
you
I'm
know?
sorry.
I don't know.
No, I have
Nick and
I have a
Nico going at
server. Forget the back of the house because the back of the
back
house
house is
is
different. Yeah, yeah.
completely different.
Right.
They bust their ass year round through sweat, through slow. They're just good. Front of the house, you have 2 year rounders. One works 6 days, 6 shifts.
Okay.
One works 1 shift a week.
Okay.
You telling me that the 1 shift a weeker should get the same exact amount as the 6 day a week shifter that work year round,
I
busting
feel
their
like-
ass off?
I feel like that the servers really shouldn't even
Bum, bum,
get like in this situation. I
bum.
just don't really see why the servers should get like a financial benefit at the end, like a financial bonus at the end of the year. It doesn't really make sense to me because like you're already a server. You have like a different set of job requirements than somebody like, let's say in the back of the house. You're receiving money every night off of like the patrons. It just doesn't, it just seems like a completely different element to
All
me.
right.
Like I
Have
don't
you ever
think that,
have you ever owned a diner?
no.
Okay, I have. Well, no,
Right.
my family has. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Right.
But we're working in a town
Mm-hmm.
where tipping for servers could be a little bit higher than a diner waitress server gets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So whatever the percentage would be is not the same at a diner. They get practically nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the fact that they're working through all these shifts, diners are busy, as you know, nonstop, making minuscule amounts of money. I feel like they deserve a bonus for sticking through it year round, even if it's seasonal.
Did your parents do bonuses?
Yes, they did. And that's where I picked it up because it shows appreciation. And it didn't matter. There was never any chaos. They got something.
Yeah.
Whether it was high one year, low a year, because things happen. You know,
But
it was a tough year.
do the bonuses stay like where it's at? Like whatever it is. Let's say it's just It's a flat $200. It's always gonna be $200 every year.
Well, usually my stepdad, what he did was 1 week's pay. He did 1 week's pay for back of the house, and I think he did between 2 and 3 for the servers.
Yeah, because I remember like on the boardwalk, I had the same how I got my bonuses and whatnot, but they wanted to do for the back of the house 25 cents for every hour they work from Memorial Day to Labor Day.
I mean, that's their thing. It is what it is.
I know it's all different, but
I don't think that you should do bonuses.
Right.
But I'm just kind of like, the thing is that when my server said, "Oh, it just shows appreciation," I'm like, yeah, I get it, but no, not everybody deserves a bonus. And I hate to say it like that, but it's true.
no,
I agree with that though. Like 100%.
Not
everybody deserves a bonus.
I just say if you do it, just to be kind of consistent. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want it to be consistent.
Whatever you want to
either.
do, just don't go like this because then that messes with their mindset.
Who
And it's
cares?
not-
I'm sorry. It doesn't matter.
God, you were really aggressive. You need a hug.
I'm just,
Is your shirt too tight?
if 1 year we do great and they get a bonus, the next year is not so great, you think it should be getting the exact same thing? And again, we're going back to the whole, what you were saying about, well, what if this, what happens if something happens that year and sales are up, but we had to do all this extra expenses. It does. You're getting a bonus, whether it's $5 or $500, you're still getting something, right? But it's not for everybody. You shouldn't have to. It's not.
No,
there should be no drama. I get the animosity of whatever.
There's always drama in the restaurant business. Always.
There's drama when you don't get bonuses. There's drama when you do get bonuses. So it doesn't really matter. But I don't believe that everybody should get the same amount when they're not putting in the same effort. There's A tier, there's B tier, there's C tier, and sometimes you have to have a D tier. And D tier is never going to get the same as an A tier, in my opinion. Never.
All right, what about F tier or E? H.
You're about
I'm not
F
saying
tier
that
right now.
Again, I'm not saying that everybody should get like the participation trophy because that's not what I don't believe that at all. That's not my mindset with it. I just think that I don't know. I just think like the tiered system and just different elements to it. I think it could just get too weird with employees, and I think it could just have the potential to kind of like backfire because you're trying to show appreciation. But then to different people getting different things, it looks like you don't appreciate to a certain capacity because like Jim got it. And I know tough shit and I get it.
Why Jim?
But, I don't know.
Sucks.
I just feel like it doesn't.
Jim is terrible.
I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't
drinks
have
on the
the
job.
same kind of.
No, I listen.
You know what I mean?
I understand both your point of views, but I'm not a what's it called?
I mean, because I've received
I'm
like,
bonus kind of like I'd rather take them out to dinner. I'd rather take or what we just did with we just had a Christmas party. You know what I'm saying? That's something too that we appreciate everybody. And it's free beer and free alcohol. Dance night away.
Now imagine next year we don't have one.
Oh, we're gonna have one.
I know, but just say like let's say we cut it off right?
Oh, I'm still
and now
having
you
one.
have like employees and stuff that have come to kind of like expect it.
Yeah.
Right? Like they talk about it and like it's something that they talk about all year long. They're like, oh, like we're gonna have our Christmas party. Like, oh, we're gonna do it. All right, now it. We don't do it anymore.
So what's going to happen? They're all going to quit?
No, they're not all gonna quit, but I'm just trying to say is that I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say is it looks up from like an employee perspective. I get it.
They're there.
No, but I'm just saying it looks up from an employee perspective.
Stop
We like took
cursing.
it away from them.
Well, there must be a reason why we took it away from them,
Okay,
right? Do they think outside of the box?
I understand that.
Out
And that
of
it
the
might
box.
make sense to somebody like, like the owners that sit there and go, okay, well, the expense or like this or whatever other factors are going on. Maybe it's location based. Maybe it's whatever the issues might be.
Parking.
I'm just saying it can be like, it starts to get weird.
Well,
I think that there's a sense
everybody
of-
loved your homemade cookies and apple turnovers.
I'm sure
Everybody.
that they did.
So now they're expecting them every year. So you better make them every year.
Try something better next year. Maybe I don't
You
know.
can't.
You should make her snickeldoodle.
Well, I thought that we were not gonna make stuff, but we ended up making stuff, and it
No,
was very
you
good.
ended up making stuff.
Yes, I
Fantastic.
did,
And I heard
great.
it was great.
Yes, it is, and I'm sure that everybody will come to expect it next year. No, but you know what I'm saying. All right, stop playing around now.
All right, so
stop. Why you gotta
give
bring my
bonuses.
turnovers into it? You know I'm still.
Dude, they look so good. I couldn't have any,
Yeah,
man.
well, I'm glad you
People
put
were
it.
eating them left and right.
Now, how did that make you feel? You can't have the turnovers.
He doesn't get a bonus.
It pissed me off.
You don't get your turnover bonus, Nico.
But I was okay with it because I understood.
No, you weren't, because you're still bringing it up. You wish you could have one.
It's the last time I give you a compliment, buddy.
It's all over the place.
No, but I think I like the idea of giving bonuses. I've thought about it, too, and like ways that I can give back to my employees that have been there and helped me out. I'm just trying to figure out a way myself to do it, some way that's conducive to doing it And that kind of includes my entire team. So I can show my appreciation for everybody, because even though somebody might only do one small job, it still has a value to me that I could not do that job personally. I still needed to bring somebody in. So they still contributed in some facet. They might not have been like #1 performer. They might not have been the best. They might not have been the greatest, but they still did a job that I needed to get done. And I still appreciate that, because without them, I still would not be able to have done what I did. So I need to show my appreciation for everybody. And that's my perspective from it.
Amen.
That's great.
God, that was sexy.
Yeah.
I love when he gets so passionate.
No, he was really passionate about that third one.
I feel like he gets passionate about something every episode. It's just, I could feel it.
Exhilarating.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a drive.
All right, guys. So on that note,
I don't. If any of my employees
On
are
that
watching
note.
this, I'm sorry. I'm telling you,
you're not getting a bonus.
No, I don't know. what's
Working with him is the bonus.
There
Damn
you go.
it.
I am the present.
Oh, God.
God, there we go.
Merry Christmas, baby.
All right, guys.
Unwrap this gift.
Okay, stop. What's happening?
You know, George. Oh, look, I'm like in the Christmas wrapping and shit all night. This is great.
Restaurant Punk.
Restaurant Punk, we out.
We definitely out. We all know who Liz's favorite is, clearly.
Today.
Every day.
What? Why you?
I know it ain't me.
What you got? What do you want?